Happy Recyclefest! Welcome to the Superpilotish channel. My name is Graham Wilson, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Recyclefest and the environment in my basement. So yesterday, I was hanging around with the girlfriend a little bit, and we were, having a beer, and we thought we would cheers each other, but we didn't have any type of holiday or anything, and you can't just say like, "Hey, Happy Tuesday." That just doesn't work, right? So because yesterday was garbage day, so I had to bring the garbage cans back in from the where I put them out, where the garbage truck picks it up. So hey, let's call it Garbage Fest. Hey, happy Garbage Fest. And then I was thinking, today was Recycle Day. Happy Recycle Fest. There we go. And I was thinking about the holiday of Recyclefest. It's a time where it's a very inclusive holiday where everybody in the neighborhood gets together and they put all of their recyclables into these little blue bins, sometimes red bins, and they all put them out to the road. And then someone in a garbage truck comes by and picks them all up, and we all pretend that they're all getting recycled, and everyone feels great. So that's cool. Recycling's all right. And another thing too, I don't have it for. Oh, I missed it. I was going to have a little visual aid for you. But the thing about Recyclefest, no matter what gets recycled, what gets thrown in the landfill, you're still going to save money on garbage bags. And I was calculating that the other day with inflation and everything. It's like those garbage bags are getting up to 25 cents, 30 cents a garbage bag if you want to get a good one. Yeah, that's a bit of cash. So recycling's helping you save money. So, and then hey, Jordan here. Can't hear me. Oh, okay. I'll have to adjust my microphone here a little bit. Check. Oh, I wonder if am I muted? No, I think I should be good here. All right. Can someone in the chat tell me if they can hear me right now? All right. That should be okay. All right. There's the microphone. Well, I don't know. Maybe maybe Jordan's just like, I don't know, can't hear me. So, actually, I'll type that in. We'll use our backup communication. If you can hear me, hit 1. All right, there we go. Audio issues, ? All right. Oh, yeah. And then if you can't hear me, I guess. Can't hear me. 0. All right. All right. So let's try. I'm just going to keep going here. We'll see how that all works out. I got my microphone here. Move this a little closer. Oh, well, we're all doing stuff on the fly. And yeah, okay. So I don't know. I might have to redo this. But anyways, okay. So we're talking about recycling. So yeah, and then some of that gets shipped overseas and keeps the oil companies in business, selling all those all the gas for the ships. What the heck? So I was gonna also talk about today my recycle box. Okay, so this is my recycle bin. Okay, you can see it's been repaired. Got my duct tape on there. There we go. So I got this. I was kind of thinking about Recyclefest, and so it's kind of like years ago they used to talk a little bit more about reduce, reuse, recycle. I don't know whatever happened to that. I think they gave up on it or something like that because, well, ideally. Oh, hey, Vanessa Kitty. Can you hear me okay? I was having audio issues. If you can just type in yes or something, and then we'll see if you can See if you can hear me okay. And there's a bit of a lag between when you send the message and I actually see it. So, Vanessa, if you can hear me, just type in yes. If you can't hear me, just say I can't hear you. So, oh, loud and clear. Okay, cool. Excellent. Thanks, Vanessa. Okay, so that's less things to worry about. And yeah, so I was talking about my recycle bin here. And it was cool. So reduce, reuse, recycle. So reduce means don't buy nothing. And then nothing goes in the landfill, right? So ideally, but people forgot about that. People like to buy stuff now and put it on their credit cards and not pay it off for a while. But so I don't know. I'm just because I've always been pretty broke. I don't really say. I try not to spend too much money. Ideally, it's free. But then every once in a while, I go off the rails and like, I'll buy something. I'll splurge and buy something stupid when I know I shouldn't. But I figure I save enough money by being cheap, like with my blue box here. And then so what I did was a while back when I first moved into this house, I had a buddy visit me, and we went down to the park, and we were walking his dog. Now, when we bought the house, there was already a blue box, but it was kind of small. And I was thinking, oh, do I want to buy a new one? That's like $10 or $20, or I forget how much. I don't even know how much. Don't know how much they are. And then so we were walking his dog down in the park, and then there was this broken blue box sitting around. I was like, oh, I could take that home and fix it up. So I was gonna tell you guys today how you can fix up your broken blue box, your recycle bin. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm reading your comments here, Vanessa. Might get to some of those, and I'll answer any questions and stuff like that afterwards. And hey, Safety Doc, if you hang around, you can help me test out my new studio stuff, but I'll be getting to that. Okay, so what happens with your recycle bin? Usually, what happens is that these guys that pick up the recycling in the wintertime, they like to play this game, right? So it's like your recycle bin, it gets kind of hot, cold, and then you have your newspapers at the bottom and flyers, and they're all stuck there. So on the coldest day of the year, they like to get that thing and just bang it on the truck, and then they crack the box because it's cold, right? So what you're gonna do is, okay, I got another cardboard box here. This isn't very good for illustration. I was kind of holding it off, but this is just a little tiny thing for you to check out. So let's just say you got a crack. There we go. There's your crack. Maybe this is the bottom of the box here. Here's your box. Okay, let's draw a nice box here. Look at that. And there's a crack. Okay, so the crack is going up there. And so if you don't, actually, it should be more jagged. There we go. That looks like a better crack. And then so if you don't stop it, it's just going to go all the way up to the top. And then you got to buy yourself a new blue box or spend a lot more money on duct tape like me. So what you can do is you use a technique that is that they actually use in aviation. The mechanics will do that because sometimes you'll get a little crack. Maybe it's nowhere critical on the the very tip of a. It's very common at the very end of a trailing edge of a flap because it could get shaken around in the wind a lot. And sometimes these little cracks will develop. Now they'll just be little tiny ones on an airplane. They won't be big like anything big like that on an airplane. They'll have to replace. But to keep it from growing, they do what they call a stop drill a hole. So it's basically you drill a little hole right at the very end of the crack, and that stops the crack from growing. So you can stop drill that. And ideally what you do is get some sandpaper or a round file and make it nice and smooth because cracks always develop where there's sharp edges. So the smoother and rounder it is, it's like curves and radii are always stronger than a sharp edge. And that's anywhere in machining too. So, okay, what else we got here? There you go. Stop drill. Now, what happens, like when I did that in this on this one, And then the other day, there was a new guy, and he decided to bang the just bang the crap out of it, and this crack went all around the corner. I was like, okay, can't stop drill that anymore. It's time to whip out the big guns. So I got the duct tape out, and there we go. So this one, I don't know how old the bin was when I found it in the park, but it's looking pretty good now. Check it out. Good for another. I found it in the park 9 years ago, I guess. Yeah, about 9 years ago. Yeah, and the crack was originally here. I stop drilled it, and then it kind of went up. And yeah, so I just put more tape over it. And a little bit on the inside, too. Ooh, gross. Yeah, well. Anyways, there was a little thing there for you, too. And then another thing about being environmentally reduce, recycle, like saying how I don't really want to buy things. Now, I got my microphone here, and I was looking around because I'm thinking about possibly doing a live stream somewhere outside. And then if it's windy, you can see my microphone here. So, like, if it's windy, you can I don't know if you can hear that, but I was trying to imitate the wind. And yeah, so that could be I don't know, kind of bad. So while I got okay, it was windy. Okay, so we're gonna do an experiment here live because I'm inspired by David Perrodin, the safety doc, and his North Star studio, and he always likes to try out his new microphones and stuff like that too. It's always kind of entertaining. So for me, instead of buying if you've ever worked in TV or anything, they usually have on their, the big boom mic that hangs way out and it's over the actors. They'll put if it's a really windy day, they'll put this thing that they call it it's a mic muff, but it's they call it the dead cat, and it's this big furry thing that goes over there. And so I was thinking, if I'm going to be cheap, instead of buying that, I got this like rag sitting around. So what I want to do is a little sound test, and I'm going to put my rag on here, and we're going to do a little wind test in the basement. So I got this. I'll wrap it up like this, and I'll just stick this rubber band on here. I've heard from various sources that a blue one is better, but I don't have any blue one around. So, all right, we'll try that. All right. Now let's try. We'll kind of tuck this up and around, because ideally when I'm outside, I'm going to be having the mic the other way. So I want to be able to kind of do it that way. Okay. So here we go. All right. So now that's my super high tech dead cat or mic muff. I was thinking about getting like a lavalier, like a clip-on mic, but the thing is, it seems like with anything technology, you buy it and it doesn't work and it's junk, and I just don't want to spend the money and get ripped off, because I'm too lazy to send it back and get my money's worth. I got to go to I don't know, weigh it at the post office or something. It's just like I'd rather stick a rag with a rubber band on it, see how it works. Okay, now can you guys hear me okay with my new high-tech thing here? Okay, Yeti still has clear sound. Okay, now okay, we're gonna imitate the wind here. All right, so is that less windy? Oh, okay, interesting. Now I wonder if I do like a double. We're getting high tech here at the Superpilotish channel. All right. Well, and then I can go back and listen to that too. So loud and clear. Okay, we're looking good and sounding good. All right. So that was kind of I think that's about all I wanted to talk about today. Other than, oh yeah, another thing about the environment. Okay, so reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, ideally don't buy anything, which no one talks about anymore. Reuse, I try to reuse my boxes as much as possible. I don't want to buy anything, but if someone sends me a free whiteboard, I'll probably use it. And fuzzy polyester, fuzzy mitten might do it. Yeah, I never thought about that. because when I bought my microphone used, I had a pop filter that came with it, but it just doesn't. I don't know. It kind of doesn't work the way I have it rigged up here in the basement studio, and so I just leave it off. And but the pop filter, it's just pretty thin. So good idea, Vanessa Kitty. I'm gonna try that. And yeah, because I do want to do some live streams on the road or outside. We'll get this out of the way. Okay, maybe I'll just take that right off. There we go. Okay, back to normal. And throw that over there. Okay, reduce, reuse, recycle. So yeah, so you can even recycle your recycle bin if it's starting to look bad or start to crack. You can fix it up. And yeah, another thing I was thinking about there too, about how how can I tie this in with aviation? So recently over in Egypt, I guess there was some kind of climate UN summit there. And so all those environmentalists, they're fantastic for aviation because they charter all their jets and they all fly in there and they keep us pilots employed and they keep all the people working in the oil patch and the refineries and the mechanics, keep them all employed. So there we go. So the environmentalism movement stuff. So that's pretty good for pilots too, because it keeps us in a job. So, I mean, you got to have all these people that, you can't expect them to do like this on to talk about the environment. You got to get them there in person. So, okay. So that is about it. Pretty short here today. I'll take a look at some of these fantastic comments and we'll see what's going on. Okay, let's do. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go back a little bit later and check out Vanessa Kitty's more thing here. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got an official question here from the safety doc. Okay, so for the motorcycle ride, what camera and what mic did I use? So what I did was, it looked kind of goofy, but I got my hands on this GoPro camera. It's a GoPro 7 Black is what it was. And it also came with this little tripod and you can kind of collapse the tripod in and out. So the camera I used, I could tilt it and then I had my jacket open in the front and I got the tripod handles together and I stuck it on the inside pocket and then I adjusted it like this. It took me a couple rides actually to get it to the right angle. For one was like taking a picture of the sky, the other one was taking a picture of nothing. So yeah, so the audio, the video was just stuck in my pocket and like that on my in my jacket, and maybe I had my jacket unzipped a bit more for it to be out there, and yeah, that turned out okay. And then what I did afterwards is I just used my microphone here, and I used a little program on my computer just to do the voiceover on it. The sound of the engine in there was it was just right off of the camera, and so what I did was I used the audio mixer, getting all high tech here and stuff with my video editing program, and I tweaked around the audio so my voiceover levels would be a little bit higher, and then I brought the wind noise and the engine noise down and messed with the master volume on the audio mixer and it kind of worked. So this is all really cool. Just kind of figuring out how to do all this stuff. It's a whole new world. And I have a feeling it's kind of like aviation where or any job really, that you're going to be learning something new every day. And I'm not going to promise anything, but on Friday at noon, I might have a little surprise. I'm thinking possibly going on location at a mystery location, maybe the garage, maybe somewhere else, who knows, but I'm going to give that a try anyways. And yeah, okay, so what do we got here? Okay, video and audio was good. Oh, thanks, safety doc. And hey, Shecky's in the house here too. Thumbs up. Yeah, always good to get the reminders about the thumbs up. I don't know if it does anything, but it's like, hey, I got 4 people and 3 likes. Who didn't like me? No. They'll get all paranoid. But okay, so here we go. Yeah, so yeah, it'd be pretty interesting to. Yeah, I've seen some of your shorts there, Doc. When you're out on your bike ride and stuff. Those are kind of cool, and yeah, always interesting. And then yeah, I don't know what the best way to do that would be. And the thing is, for that, the battery on that GoPro, that's the same one I also use for the oil change on the bike. Battery lasts about an hour, I think it was. Maybe a little bit less, 45 minutes, I think. And yeah, so it's well, and I guess it depends on what quality of how high definition are you recording it and stuff. And yeah, so what do we got here? Yeah, reading a little bit more here. Oh, and Shecky says to click on another video. I heard that helps the algorithm. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like YouTube plays this little game. It's like, okay, we got the algorithm. You guys got to figure it out. And then it's almost like this little. It's kind of like a real time video game where you're trying to solve a puzzle. How do we? But then I don't know. It's like the stock market. It's all rigged. And I don't know. They also know how they can maximize their ad revenue and stuff like that. So, anyways, me talking about not buying anything isn't really helping them out too much, I don't think. So, okay. So, click on another video. Yeah, sure. Click on something, like and subscribe. Anyways, well, what the heck? That's about it for today. So, yeah, today is Wednesday, so I'll be back Friday at noon because I do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern, and we'll just shut her down. So, still got my environmentally friendly free mouse that was going to go in the landfill from my brother's work. Oh, yeah. And then another thing, just before I shut down, I got to tell you guys, you might notice something a little different over here. Usually I have a guitar sitting here. Got another one here because I figured I did such a great job like saving the environment with my recycle bin that I could go and get myself a new guitar from China. So I picked that up the other day. It's pretty cool. Anyways, kind of like a Stratocaster, Squire Stratocaster knockoff. But I don't know, having fun with it. Might have to get a distortion pedal or see if I can get one for free. So, anyways, let's shut her down. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.